Ladies and gentlemen, please join me to welcome our guest of honor, Minister for Manpower and Second Minister for Trade and Industry, Dr. Tan See Leng. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Very good afternoon to our guest of honor, Minister for Manpower and Second Minister for Trade and Industry, Dr. Tan See Leng, and also to IRENA Director General, Francesco La Camera. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Singapore-IRENA High Level Forum. My name is Wayne Chan, and it's my pleasure to be your MC this afternoon. Now, under the theme, Energy Transitions towards Tripling of Renewables by 2030, this forum will bring together government leaders and industry stakeholders to unlock and scale pathways in our road to 2030. And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Minister Tan, on stage to deliver his opening remarks. Minister Tan, please.
Honorable Ministers and Excellencies, Mr. Francesco La Camera, Director General of the International Renewable Energy Agency, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the 4th Singapore International Renewable Energy Agency IRENA High-Level Forum. We are pleased to convene this forum once again in partnership with IRENA and the Sustainable Energy Association of Singapore, or SIEW. I would also like to thank DG La Camera and the IRENA for your steadfast support for the Singapore International Energy Week over the years. The world is making headway in advancing our COP28 key commitments to triple global renewable energy capacity and double the rate of energy efficiency improvements by 2030. According to IRENA's latest data, global renewable energy capacity grew by almost 500 gigawatts, or about 14% in 2023. Investments in renewable energy capacity reached a record high of $570 billion US, with over 2 million jobs being created through the ongoing series of such projects. However, ladies and gentlemen, much more remains to be done. Just this month, IRENA cautioned in its progress report that we are at risk of missing our COP28 goals without urgent policy intervention and significant investments. Countries will all have to come together, will need to forge stronger partnerships to bridge the implementation gaps. Here in Southeast Asia, we feel the same urgency. We are blessed with renewable energy potential. The region can meet at least 2/3 of its energy demand with renewables by 2050. But much of this potential remains untapped. To harness it, we will need to achieve greater regional energy interconnectivity, with countries exporting renewable energy to places with high demand. Doing so will remove the uncertainties and will improve the bankability of renewable energy projects in the region and will enhance energy access across ASEAN. We have always quoted many of our colleagues that there can be no transition without transmission. So overland and subsea power cables in our region form the the backbone of an interconnected ASEAN power grid. In fact, that was a recurring theme of my speeches today. Must sound like a tape recorder that's been played over and over again. But it is important, and we cannot emphasize it more. So without them, without all of these grids, the power cables being connected, our vision of cross-border electricity trading will remain a vision and out of reach. And that is why ASEAN recently commenced work on a subsea power cables framework as a decisive step to accelerate the realization of the ASEAN power grid by 2045. Singapore has been working with neighboring countries and like-minded partners to co-create an ecosystem for cross-border electricity trading. We've established working groups with Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam on this issue. We've also worked with the US to launch a study on legal and financing frameworks for regional energy connectivity in Southeast Asia, and this will include the participation of regional countries and multilateral development institutions. With its thought leadership, expertise, and networks, IRENA plays a pivotal role in Southeast Asia's energy transition. Since the signing of the 2018 ASEAN-IRENA Memorandum of Understanding on Energy Cooperation, IRENA has been actively supporting the region's energy transition efforts. And Southeast Asia has benefited from IRENA's ASEAN Renewable Energy Outlook and its more recent analysis of the socio-economic dimension of Southeast Asia's energy transition. We look forward to the release of IRENA's Regional Interconnectivity Report. Now, overall, Southeast Asia will continue to count on IRENA as a key partner for implementing the ASEAN Plan of Action for Energy Cooperation. I'm also pleased to note that the Maritime Port Authority of Singapore, or MPA, and IRENA will advance their cooperation through an MOU on the energy transition of the maritime and port industries. Such collaborations will strengthen IRENA's partnership with our region and support our collective efforts to accelerate the development of low-carbon fuels for the maritime sector. In conclusion, I hope that this high-level forum will yield new ideas for the region and take our cooperation to greater heights. May I now invite my dear friend, Director General La Camera, to deliver his remarks. Director General, please. Thank you.